Well, with the April 17th tax filing deadline just days away, millions of Americans still need to file their tax returns. Both of us. Whether you're trying to decide how to file your taxes or simply procrastinating, again, us, time is running out.
So we figured here to help us through what we need to know before April 17th is Stephen Crowder from H&R Block. Welcome to First Coast Living, Stephen.
Glad to be here. Thanks for inviting us.
Yeah, we're both obviously part of that group that procrastinates. So, I mean, you don't have to direct it at us necessarily. There's a lot of people like us.
But we're listening.
What should procrastinators know when it comes to filing their tax returns right now?
Well, the 17th is the deadline. So come the 17th, we all need to have something filed, whether it's a completed return or if it's an extension to push it out to October. But you got to have something filed. And sometimes not getting something filed, the penalty can be 10 times greater than actually filing the taxes.
So you say something filed. Does that mean everything in conglomeration or just a little something?
You either need to have a completed tax return submitted, or you can put in for an extension, which moves your deadline out to October.
Yeah, and then you have more time. But obviously, the extension, if you owe money and you file an extension, there's going to be a penalty on the interest.
Yes, sir.
And stuff. But yeah, so as long as you get something filed. I also, if you filed that, send stuff in and make a payment, because I pay quarterly, so you make a payment, that at least basically what you're saying is the IRS wants to know that, hey, I know I have to pay, and I will, here's the money, or it's coming.
Exactly. And if you owe taxes, you can work out payment arrangements with them so that you can do it in installments, which I recommend to a lot of my clients because it's easier to pay in smaller chunks than the whole big portion all at once.
So what if somebody's waited and they're just now getting to it? How can you prepare right now?
And they still want to get it totally done by the 17th.
Yep. That's no problem at all. What I would recommend is go to hrblock.com/checklist. Use that tool, and it's just a running checklist, so you can get all your documents prepared before you go in for your taxes, and it'll apply to whatever your tax situation is.
All right, all right.
It's a good checklist.
So you guys got a great checklist there to help you out.
Yes, sir.
All right. So what about the most common? I'm surprised you're even here this time of year. How you're able to get out of the office? But
they sprung me.
But you guys you're seeing so many stuff. What's the most common mistake you're seeing people make?
A lot of times people will file their filing status incorrectly. A good example of that is, say, a single parent filing single instead of head of household. And if you file head of household, it puts you in a bigger deduction.
So when you say as filing, like a lot of us look and it's like single and married and stuff like that. This is not. They're not looking for your relationship status.
No.
This is a money. Like you can
exactly.
You can cost yourself a lot of money.
Yes, sir. And I've seen it done.
What if people are really afraid of IRS audits, though? How can you minimize that?
Well, the best thing to avoid an audit is make sure that you document all of your income. I don't care if you worked someplace for 2 weeks and got one paycheck, you need to document it because all the employers and all sources of income get routed to the IRS, so they know if you've not claimed everything. So claiming it, and then also make sure you're very thorough in documenting your deductions. If you're doing mileage, claiming mileage, you need to have a trip log. If you have child care expenses, you need to make sure that you have the receipts for the child care and the daycare.
With H&R Block, if they come in, let's say somebody obviously sees this, they call the number and they come to the which office are you at?
I'm over at 103rd.
So if they come in and see you, and they give you their information and go, are you guys? It's not just a one-time visit. You'll say, hey, look, I still need this from you. Still need.
Oh, absolutely.
You guys go through all that.
We get drop-offs. You can bring your stuff, drop it off. If you have to go to work or something, we'll start doing a workup on it, and then we'll call you back to fill in any blanks and schedule you to come back and sign it when it's finished. We also do approve online.
Okay, approve online.
That's great.
And because look, man, to understand the tax code and all the different breaks that you can get.
It's mind-boggling.
It's mind-boggling. Do you guys look at somebody's stuff and then say, hey, you know what? I think you have a potential for a discount here or a break here.
Absolutely.
And alert them of it?
We do. And sometimes we also have to go and do some research because it's mundane.
Ever-changing.
Yes, it is.
I have a quick question I think of I'm sure a lot of people have the same question. A lot of your statements sometimes don't make it to your house in time.
Right.
What do you do about that?
You can always do an amendment. A lot of times if something's missing, like say you didn't get your 1095-A proof of marketplace insurance, the IRS will hold your return and send you a letter wanting you to submit the document, and then we can just submit it later.
So like an amendment to it or something? Okay.
in that situation, it's not a full amendment. It was just a missing piece of documentation, and it gets submitted, so it's not a full amendment.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Good news.
The rest of our questions will wait for the commercial break.
Yeah.
we appreciate you being here.
I want to put your viewers, they need to get over the stigma of procrastinating, because I too have not filed my taxes yet.
There you go.
And I too just got a tax document just last Friday, so.
So we're all in the same boat.
Hitting it this
Feel
week,
better
though.
about it.
Still time, folks. Still time for you. Still time for us. We want to thank H&R Block for bringing us this great information and helping us out through this tax stuff. For more information, visit hdrblock.com or call 1-800-HR-BLOCK.